Just give us a moment.
Yeah. God forbid you would feed these people before a panel.
Like,
I actually ate a sandwich literally while we waited.
she had a snack back there. She's due.
So that's 2 years of work for you guys as actors. What's it like to finally see it up there?
It's still so weird. It's so crazy because, we're working without any context. We've got Jeff there to show us, he's holding up the little screen and going like this, and you're looking in real time and seeing the world of the game. Then that goes away, and you're left with this table, and you're trying to remember, okay, this keyboard was here, this screen was here, I'm exiting this way, going that way. So you're trying to keep it all in mind, and you're just doing one thing at a time. So when they put all of it together with the animation and everything else that they're doing, it's like, holy crap. And you're like, wow, what I did actually worked. Because you're kind of just running around in a room like this that's carpeted, just like, well, I hope this freaking works. Like, we'll see. But, I think it was just, every time we get to see something new that we did, it's amazing. It's awesome that our work that we've done as an ensemble, like, I love these guys so much. They're my brothers, and I think that's coming across in the game, which is so exciting for all of us. And it just continues to get more and more exciting, because now I have to actually get through the whole game without dying a million times in order to see everything that we've worked on for the last year. So that's a good motivator.
So then, Brian, for you, writer, star.
Why the quotes?
No, well, because I don't want it to go to his head. Clearly, the guy does not use a microphone. I got it there. What you talk? Jake mentions it's this like band of brothers, you're this family, and everything else. What are the relationships with the players going to have as Reyes, right? Because it's a different look for Call of Duty. Usually, you're not in command of everything.
In fact, the scene that you just saw kind of plays into that, because that's a critical moment when we do something within the game, something within the franchise that you may not be used to, which is that you are the captain. You are not a noob. You are not green. You are not a grunt. From this point forward, you will call the shots. You will command this ship. You will make choices. You will be working side by side with these people, but you will be ordering them into battle. You will be shouldering the responsibility of leadership, and that has a lot to do with the story that we're telling. In many ways, that's what this is about, and shouldering the responsibility of leadership is heavy, and we've spoken to a lot of military command structure in real life about this. It's no joke, it's a big deal. All the entertainment, all the fun, all the excitement, spectacle, set pieces and things are intact, but you are making those choices to engage, to deploy. And I think that's different for us, to the benefit of the game.
Sure.
Yeah, it really came from a desire from a gameplay perspective. Just please understand, I think people sometimes think, oh, it's a story game. No. This is a game. This is a gamer's game, right? Like we all, come from a long career of working in design and things like that, and giving players agency. And so this is an expression. It's a narrative expression of the agency we want the player to feel. It's one thing to say, hey, player, go here, do this. And it's a whole other thing to say, okay, player, what next?
Well, yeah, you were talking to me about that, right? And one of the things I find super fascinating about the game is like, there's no loading screen, there's no cut. You're transitioning from, you're running on ground, doing some shooting, getting to your ship, fly up, dock, you're running around the aircraft carrier, doing whatever you want there, then into another ship and back out. That seems overwhelming, and nothing's ever on rails, you were saying, right?
Yeah, no, it's a seamless experience. Is one of the things that everyone back at Infinity Ward, all the guys in the studio that are, by the way, cranking their butts off right now to land this thing and make it awesome, right?
Can we give them a round of applause, everybody?
Yeah, everyone's going to Yeah, these are veterans of this franchise and of many other franchises. And what we wanted to do, what we set out to do from day one, was to have an experience that propelled the player through, but of their own volition. And those are like two hard things to juggle, to balance. There are no loading screens. There are no, meanwhile over here, it all takes place during one tremendously difficult day in a soldier's life, and how he and his crew and his squad respond to this incredible amount of pressure that's been put on it. And, you know, by extension, it's going to be an incredible amount of sort of pressure that we're putting on the player.
Sure.
And I think that that's what people want out of Call of Duty. I know that's what I have always wanted out of Call of Duty as a player.
I feel like it matters. What you're doing matters.
Yeah, and to feel like, whoa, what it would be like if I was in the boots of a soldier. You know, I mean, we say it's the logical extension of playing, you know, playing soldier in your backyard with your friends,
Yeah.
right? It's like the full realization, the full expression of that idea, but with real stakes, you know, real choices and real consequences.
I mean, I just have to add that I have spent my money and bought every single Call of Duty game that has ever come out. And when I found out that I was actually going to be in it, it's probably one of the best moments of my acting career. I have loved every single day working on this gig. And not only that, but as a player, as a gamer, I was so excited. I cannot wait to play it.
You said it like 6 times just today. He's like, I can't wait to play this.
I literally, I'm gonna go out. I'll probably even buy this before you even give it to me. But it's one of those games I literally cannot wait to play it because there are certain levels that I've literally never seen in the Call of Duty before. Certain things that we do in the game that I've never seen in any Call of Duty game before.
We're about to watch a demo. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. You're the big David. Okay.
No,
But
Jeff.
Oh, good, because I'm going to Jeffrey anyway. Jeffrey, that's your one fan again. You weren't in the cutscene we just watched. You're this robot, Ethan.
Yes.
We don't know much about what's happening. He'll be in this demo we're about to see in a second. For Ethan, what is, I mean, I understand the relationship of, you know, Jamie and Reyes and all this stuff and how this all plays together. But for Ethan, what's happening right now for an AI bot?
Adjustment.
Feelings.
Quickly adjusting and acting as programmed and learning as I'm existing and you know, Brian and I were chatting and that, you know, the robot that starts to become more human has been done. So where do you go from there?
Yeah.
So he's built on, what's the phrase? Built on the mortality complex? Yes. So he's one of a kind. He's not, you can't duplicate him. And his curiosity about humans, about things like that are, and the thing that drew me in most, and Brian just wrote an amazing character that was just a joy to jump into, is that he gave him this wry sense of humor.
Yeah.
I think Ethan has got the best sense of humor out of anybody in there, and he's constantly making these wry jokes and messing with their heads, going, you know, sometimes we kind of snap and really no, I'm just messing with you. So,
And what was great is that sometimes you got nipped and some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. It was really like, and it was different for me because I didn't have the face capture. So everything for me was, as an actor, you know, everything plays in the eyes and with each other. But I was saying it's like going back to acting school where you're doing mask work, where you have a mask and it's covered, and everything has to be done with the body. So that's kind of how I was approaching it, is that I can't communicate anything through facial expression. So everything has to be done completely with the entire body, which is a fun challenge and a fun thing to do. This is really is, like you were saying, it really is as close to a bunch of kids playing in the backyard. You know, it's amazing.
Yeah, and it was always interesting to get back footage from Jeff playing Ethan because it was so undeniably Jeff playing Ethan. Like he had this whole method for the way that his stature was and how he would move, and it was super distinctive in the way that it was performed. So you know, without having the face, he had to be able to record without it.
Yeah, for us, we didn't want to just create. You know, everyone has seen the AI buddy in film and television and
Perfected as Johnny Five.
yeah. So for us, we didn't want to do that unless it made sense to Call of Duty specifically. That was our big challenge. Was like, how is it original and how does it feel? How does he feel like a soldier,
Yeah.
right? And so the sense of humor that Jeff talks about, it's for a reason. It's for a purpose.
Right. It's been programmed in.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to
Yeah, we did that, and Jeff took it to even in higher ground, but we were looking, this guy needs to fit in. He is trained to be one of us, but in order to be trained to be one of us, you almost have to be something more than one of us. So when you are deploying with Ethan and you're flanked by these guys, you have somebody who understands what you need as a captain, what you need as a unit, and he uses his personality as a weapon as well.
Nice.
We deal with some pretty interesting things. We deal with this sort of robot racism on a certain level because the Marines are, boots, bombs, and bullets. To them, they don't want this technology in the field. They can handle it. So there's tension between these guys and the way their relationship.
Not me, the tension's all him, I have no.
Ethan's really sweet.
Do you guys want to see them in action in a very extended, awesome demo?